Okay, let's give you guys another example of parametric equations. So get yourself a graph plotter and plot this, and then hopefully it would give you this curve. Now we're going to remember it's the time that drives everything. So we're going to do it from time 0 to time 2 pi. And this 2 pi here is not an angle. It is, in our case now, it is time from time 0 to time 2 pi. So let's try and understand what's going on. First thing, find the initial starting point. So when time is 0, put it into here and put 0 into here. So this will be 0. The x coordinate would be 0. The y coordinate would be 1. So this is our starting position. So this is our start, and let's try and understand what's going on now. So remember, this thing here is telling us how to move in the x direction. This thing is telling us how to move in the y direction. Let's try and understand how we should move in the x direction. So sine 2 sine t would look something like this. Okay, so this is from 0 to 2 pi, and then the height here, because of this 2, the height here is 2. Now let's try and understand what's going on. This is our starting position. Now, as we are moving through time, it's approaching the maximum. Remember, this is telling us to move in the x direction. Is as we're moving through time from time 0, we are approaching the maximum width of positive 2. So as we're moving through time, we are approaching the maximum width of positive 2. Now from the maximum width of positive 2, we're going to go back to a width of 0. We are going to go back to a width of 0. And then from a width of 0, we are going to go to a width of the maximum width in the negative direction of negative 2. So that would be us moving to maximum width of negative 2, which is here. And then from the maximum width of negative 2, we're going to go back to 0. So now we're going to go back to 0. Okay, so that's us looking in terms of the x direction. Now let's try and look in terms of the y direction. You see this 2 here drives everything to a maximum width of 2 and then to a negative 2. Well, let's look now in terms of the up and down now. So cos of t will look like this. Cos of t will have cos of t will look like this. So this is time here from 0 to 2 pi. So remember, our starting point was here. So sorry, cos should be this graph here. Hang on. So this here is 2 pi. So this is our starting position. So now as we're moving through time. So as we're moving through time, the height. Remember, we are looking now in terms of the height. The height would be at its max. We start here, so the height will be at its maximum, and then we're going to approach a height of 0. So we start on the maximum height, and we're going to approach a height of 0, which will be here. And then from a height of 0, we're going to the lowest height, which will be negative 1, positive 1. So from here, we are currently at 0. So now we're going to go to a height of negative 1. So we are here, current height of 0. We're going to head towards negative 1, to a height of negative 1. From a height of negative 1, we're going to head up to a height of 0. From a height of negative 1, we're going to head towards a height of 0, which will be here. And then from a height of 0, we're going to head towards a maximum height of 1. From a height of 0, we're going to head towards a maximum height of 1. So I hope you understand what's going on.